Today, 3 ways community builds men into gritty truth tellers who stop hiding and start healing. Welcome to Sacred Grit, a podcast equipping men to conquer addiction and overcome inner struggles through physical, mental, and spiritual disciplines so you can become a man of honor and integrity. I'm Jason Lyle. Now let's get to work. Today you'll learn brotherhood works only if you show up. Healing requires you to speak up and tell the truth. And growth comes when you hold up other men, not just yourself. This episode is brought to you by Maguziak, Morgan & Brown Dentistry in Griffin, Georgia. Hey man, welcome back, my brother, to the Sacred Grit Podcast and Gritty Wednesday, where the good stuff happens. So on Sacred Sunday, I told you about the first time I went to a meeting specifically for men walking through the same things that I was, and how powerful that moment was for me. And those 2 English words, me too, being the most powerful words I know of, other than the words I am. But we'll talk about that one in the future. Anyhow, that brotherhood gave me connection with men who understood. And because they understood, they could also see straight through my bullshit, because my bullshit had been their bullshit. We had suffered the same things. We knew the outcomes: pain, relational damage, fallout. We knew it all. But we also knew the lies we tell ourselves to try and dodge the pain we caused ourselves and others. So we had this community of people that, you know, you're sitting in this circle of guys and we had all kind of walked the same path. So the truth is, the healing was in sitting with the pain. And the fellowship knew that because they had experienced it. They had suffered it too, and they knew how to lead me, but they also knew I had to want to be led. All right. Now, you felt this before, I'm sure, you know, at a new job, sports team, military. You know what it's like to join a fellowship of people who know what you're up against, but are willing to guide you. And here's the deal. It takes 3 things to make it work: show up, speak up, and hold up. Now, let's break those down real quick, all right? So first, you have to find the group, AANASA, a men's group, Adventures in Recovery. You got to find something. And yeah, maybe you'll try several before you get one that fits. That's kind of part of it, right? So you have to kind of move around and find where you feel like you found a home. But you can't use the excuse anymore, because a quick Google search is all it takes, right? Men's groups in my area, and you just start whittling that down. I recently saw a sign that said, "It's the information age. Ignorance is a choice." Now, that is so true, man. Like, you can look around. You will find the resource if you need it. So the first thing you have to do is you just have to show up. Just go, dude. Walk through the door. Have some balls. Do the hard thing. And once you've done it, keep doing it over and over and over. That's, you just show up, my dude. Just continue to show up and do that hard thing. Next is you speak up. You don't just sit there and take up space, man. You let it out. Let that shit out that's inside of you, because it is going to eat you alive. It is what got you here in the first place, right? It's doing what you always did. You keep getting what you always got. So it's time to stop being a victim of your triggers and start taking control of those fuckers, right? It's like you quit using those triggers as your excuse and you make them fuel. You start going, hey man, here is what I am going through. And so by speaking up, you take the power away from that stuff, right? And then at last, you don't just show up and speak up, you hold up, because you don't just take, you give. You become a mentor. You call another guy and have a check-in. Healing isn't a vacuum where you suck up all the resources. Healing is a reciprocal relationship. It's a give and take. Here's the deal, man. Stagnant water breeds blood-sucking mosquitoes, but moving water gives life. All right. Now, I want you to think about that with me, because here's the thing. In order to find the healing that you're looking for, and there's another quote that one of my guys I work with gave to me, and I'm forever grateful. He says this: the magic you're looking for is in the work you've been avoiding. And there's never been more true words spoken, because we just keep avoiding these things. But to walk into the door of a meeting somewhere where there's other men gathered around, is it scary? Fuck yeah, it's scary, man, for sure. But it is required to be healthy again, to get inside this pool of other men that are doing the things. I think one of the things that some of my guys struggle with is I teach these practices of yoga and breath work and meditation and cold water. And sure, you can do those things alone, and they give you the regulating tools to be able to hold your thoughts and all those things that I've taught you. But the healing happens when other men look at you and they say, yeah, man, me too. And you create this community. Now, listen, if you don't have a community, freaking create one, man. Get on Facebook and post, hey, I am looking for other men who are willing to do community to heal. You don't have to put your bullshit on Facebook, but you can put something out there. Go, hey, man, if you're a dude who's struggling in any way, hit me up. I found this crazy guy on Sacred Grit podcast that talks about yoga, breath work, meditation, cold water. I want to try it. Get some guys together. Meet and do a cold plunge in the park somewhere in a cold river. Start creating space to have these conversations, and then show up, speak up, hold up, right? If you do that, you're going to see unbelievable change in your life. Because if you give yourself over to this process, along with the practices I've been teaching you, you will find peace in your soul, right? This isn't some distant, unreachable goal. It's as simple as submitting to the process. But that's a choice, and that choice is your choice. You can keep doing what you've always done and keep getting what you've always got, or you can do something new and get something new. It is that simple. And here's the good news. You don't have to do this alone. There are men all over the world, dude, fighting the same exact battles that you are fighting. Do the search, make the call, show up, speak up, hold up, do that, and you will heal. So today you learn community works only if you show up. Healing requires you to speak up and tell the truth, and growth comes when you hold up other men, not just yourself. All right, my dude, once again, thank you for listening. Thank you for walking this path, because you are part of my community. When I sit down and do these things and start letting this stuff come out of me by sharing it with you, it creates my community. It allows me to grow, heal further, and become a better version of myself. Down in the show notes, you're going to see my Calendly link. If you click on there, dude, we can book a 15-minute Zoom call. You can tell me a bit of your story, see if we're a fit. I would love to work with you. That's what I do. I coach men through their process. There's also the website, thesacredgrit.com. You can click on that. My email's down there. I'd love to hear from you, because we are in this together, and I would love for you to be a part of that process with me. All right. Final sponsor, strangely enough, Adventures in Recovery. You can find us at recoveryadventures.org. Talk about community. We are a group of men doing life together. You can sign up for hiking trips. If you live in the Southeast United States, we meet once a month. It's a community of men. If you live on the other side of the world, hey man, might be worth flying over here to hit a hiking trip and hang out with us for a weekend. recoveryadventures.org is where you can find the information. Would love to have you. All right, my man. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on Sacred Sunday.